Ready? Blue ready. 53 is the mic.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Bang, 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 bang. Flip, flip, flip. Let him go.
Jameis to throw it. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Watch QB drop. Joker, 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 joker.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Blue ready. 58's the mic. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Switch.
Jameis again. He's got the hook up to Miller. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 3rd down, Winston. The catch made by Miller. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Green, Timothy. Hot. You gonna play that?
To the air again with Winston. He's going to fire one deep over into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they work this out past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Pick up the ball. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Play action now. Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's going to sling this deep down. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. is Devin Funches. 81 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
It's our time. Hey, under 5 on the 50.
Throwing, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let him know.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. On 2nd and a couple, Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They go play action with Brissett. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Ndamukong Suh in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now it's Mack, draw play. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Campbell making the catch. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Mike's 54.
From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Complete to Hilton. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Brissett to throw on first. Looking for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Brissett now. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Brissett again. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Another try after the first down sack. Brissett, that's complete to his receiver, Kane. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack on first down, Winston, he's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Come on. Sunday. 31. Check 31.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. At that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
It's third and long for Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They run the draw play with Mack. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneers will take over at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check. Lucky.
Winston. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's...
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They find some open field here. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the third now in New Orleans. And the 49ers have moved out in front in that game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Brissett looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. This is Miller, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Winston on 3rd and 2. He's going to look deep for Perriman. It's caught at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brashad Perriman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. Checking things elsewhere, 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Vikings who have moved out in front in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Marlon Mack. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Winston. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jameis to throw it. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Justin Houston. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Mack. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Forced out to his left. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Let's
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Wait. You better be ready. Don't be scared,
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Ready. Blue ready. Check 53. I hope you rock. Let's go. Check you through.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans?
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 24-yard line.
50 ready. Flag, what is that? Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Where do we go?
From the 24, Winston looking for Perriman there. He's got him. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
It's third down and 4.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's got the first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Here's Brissett. They'll run the screen with Mack. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Undercrush.
He's back to throw. He's got it to Hilton. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Back to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Now Brissett. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Brissett looks to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, Brissett. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Buccaneers,